William Cross, Stages of Racial Identity Development, Shanae Hespeth, Spring 2014. William Cross introduced the Nigrans model in 1971. Nigrans, a French word meaning the process of becoming black, outlines 5 stages that blacks or African Americans typically follow in a journey towards an integrated racial identity. Cross's 1971 model has 5 stages: the pre-encounter, encounter, immersion, internalization, commitment. Sue and Sue states the evolution from the pre-encounter stage to the internalization stage reflects a movement from psychological dysfunction to psychological health. Pre-encounter. Individuals at this stage devalue their own blackness and concurrently value white values in ways. They exhibit self-hate, low self-esteem, and poor mental health. Encounter. A 2-step process. A crisis or series of traumatic events occur that changes the previous views of the black person. The black person starts to reinterpret the world. They can exhibit feelings of guilt and anger over being brainwashed by white society. Here are images comparing Nicki Minaj in high school, before stardom, and after stardom, and one comparing her with Barbie. In my opinion, these images displays how someone can be brainwashed to change their image in order to be accepted or make it in an industry. Immersion. Person withdraws from the dominant culture and become immersed in African American culture. Immersion. Feelings of guilt and anger begin to dissipate with an increasing sense of pride. Internalization. Conflicts between the old and the new are resolved. This phase can result into a well-rounded person. It brings out the ability for one to be bicultural and multicultural. Internalization commitment. Person is able to display social change, social justice, and civil rights. Cross's 1991 Nigrans model has 4 stages, revised in his book Shades of Black: pre-encounter, encounter, immersion, internalization. With the revised model, Cross introduces race salience, the degree to which race is an important and integral part of a person's approach to life. The black person may function with race consciousness playing either a large role in his or her identity or a minimum one. Sue and Sue states this model now describes 2 identities: pre-encounter assimilation and pre-encounter anti-black. Pre-encounter anti-black has a high race salience. This stage involves self-hatred, low self-esteem, and a negative feeling associated with being black. Part of the identity one holds in this stage has to do with miseducation from society and the ways blacks are portrayed in mass media. Pre-encounter assimilation, low race salience. The pre-encounter assimilation stage has a low race salience and a neutral valence towards blackness. In the revised model, it is noted that in this stage, it is possible for a black person at the pre-encounter stage who experiences the salience of race is very minor and whose identity is oriented towards an American perspective, not to be filled with self-hate or low self-esteem. Encounter, an unexpected situation which can be one traumatic experience or a series of events that prompts a turning point. Below are two videos that, in my opinion, depicts the encounter stage.
Heard about Fruitvale Station, a film opening nationwide this weekend in the wake of the George Zimmerman verdict. It's a fictionalized account of the last 24 hours of Oscar Grant's life. Grant, you'll recall, was fatally shot 3 years before Trayvon Martin. This killer, a white transit cop, went to trial and the verdict of better remains. You'll hear from the film's young director in just a moment, but first, some background. The officer who killed Grant was charged with murder. Many people were certain he would be convicted for murder. The shooting itself was caught on tape. The images may be tough to watch. Here's Keanu. The video was shot from a distance of 1,000 feet off state. Multiple cell phone cameras rolled at the Fruitvale Station. Transit police handcuffed the young men on New Year's Day 2009. The men were already seated at least one handcuffed. Police watched 22-year-old Alvarez stay there. Alvarez allegedly drove away 7 people Oscar Grant's death resonated deeply with Ryan Coogler film student told on Christmas break at the time of the shooting. Coogler grew up in the same part of California as Grant and remembers thinking, if could have been me on that train platform. Emotionally, he had to tell Grant's story, and now he has. It's his first film. He made Fruitvale Station fresh off the film's phone. From screen to shooting to production, all of the beats were perfect. Ryan, Coogler's dad, lost time. Most filmmakers think on Grant's relationship with his family, friends, and keeping his head down. Here's the moment when Grant leaves the film school. The suit doesn't portray Grant as the same rebellion information gathering through Grant tries to become. We spoke with Grant celebrities. Let me tell you, the first part of the episode is what took me back to the original movie. One of the key differences between both was Coogler and Matthew Vaughn in our film is that there were witnesses to Oscar's death, and not only witnesses, but witnesses with camera phones. So we took a couple of scenes from that film. I mean, I think it's a big difference. That's all I'm saying. It's a big film. I've never had pictures of me to give a vision on the series. This part now, these scenes are very much on scale. It's the biggest difference between two situations. The fact that we were really to be included and Megan and we witnessed to it happening at the same time. Basically, for a movie, it's very small. It's not like a witness to those situations. Going back to the first scene of the film, obviously, releases release a video is very important. No, absolutely. I mean, I was shot. I saw it was in a band in years ago. Grant's big fans of the Shield. You know, that's also a big difference in what I portray around there. How big of a role do you think race played with Oscar's death? Overall, do you know if he could have been shot if he would have been fighting for Grant? Man, what you're saying right there is that two films are very different. The movie for me, for Grant, was great. Contrary to what America has led many to believe, all young black males are not suspicious. We don't deserve to be harassed, murdered, prosecuted, and denied protection in the justice system, all because America believes that we are suspicious. Some of us will go on to be lawyers, doctors, dentists, and even politicians. Some of us have already and will eventually change the world. We all are not suspicious. Do I look suspicious? And do I look suspicious? Unfortunately, for Trayvon, we would never know what was in store for him. All because America believed this innocent child was suspicious. My name is Howard Conde, proud alum of the Howard University School of Law and the Howard University School of Business. We all are not suspicious. Racial profiling isn't protected by any policy, law, or statute. It is in fact a conscious bias against a culture and the presence of their individuals in society. My name is Stanford Fraser. I'm a junior history major at Howard University. Do I look suspicious? It is our duty as concerned and active citizens to ensure that our Justice Department and elected officials uphold the idea of equality for all and hold our justice system to a standard that racial bias and racial profiling cannot be tolerated in any instance. Through this video and our other initiatives on behalf of the homicide of Trayvon Martin, we seek not only to raise awareness of the injustices that go on today and those that have happened in the past, but we seek to prevent such occurrences for our future generations. Do I look suspicious? Do I look suspicious? Do I look suspicious? So we ask, do we look suspicious? Go.
Immersion and Immersion. Anti-white alone, anti-black alone. Revised in the 91 model, it has two separate identities, anti-white alone and anti-black alone, with three possible combinations, anti-white, pro-black, and anti-white and pro-black. Internalization. The revised model combines the 1971 model, fourth and fifth stage, into one, internalization. Black self-acceptance has three identities: black nationalist, high black positive race salience; biculturalist, blackness infused sense of Americanness; and multiculturalist, multiple identity formulation including race, gender, and sexual orientation, and etc. Strengths. Navigating through all the stages can result in a psychological healthy black person. While they are comfortable in their own skin and happy, they also realize their heritage, where they come from, and the tragic events surrounding past and race relations for black people. Weaknesses. Su and Su states his original 1997 one Nigrans theory continues to dominate racial identity landscape. Unfortunately, this has created much confusion among researchers and practitioners. People are primarily utilizing his 1971 theory. References. Absolutely Definite Fruitville Station Oscar Grant's Last Day video. Black Racial Identity Development. Retrieved from springreference.com. Howard University Trayvon Martin, Am I Suspicious video, and Su and Su counseling the culturally diverse.